Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Rizzo and Stanton ready to slug it out on the show. Next. Jason Hamill gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
You talk to people in baseball circles, they're mentioning his name among the leaders for this award. I can't wait to watch him throw in this one.
D. Gordon makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
And look out. Boy, an auspicious way to begin our ball game here this afternoon. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, they're starting to open up some ground at the top of the division, and when you're setting a good pace at the top, it can be frustrating for those teams that are chasing you because they start thinking, what do we have to do to make up some ground?
Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind a 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Hamels is ready. Here's the 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This pitch is popped up. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Well, I think be aggressive at the plate. I mean, this is a guy that's going to go in there and pound the strike zone. He doesn't walk many hitters, and so you have to attack that count, get up there, and be ready to swing early in counts.
Christian Yelich will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. In there at the knees, strike 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding pitchers that pound the bottom of the zone. Calls the game well, but we might see some strike calls below the zone that hitters aren't going to be too happy with.
And he falls behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now. And as you can see here, he enters play fourth in the National League in round trippers.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs. So not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Jared Cozart starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory and reined in one away. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least, currently third in home runs in the National League.
Well, this is a guy who's displayed a lot of power this year, but he had no home runs last month, so he really fell flat.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. These Marlins, EK, as they take the field here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. And with that, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about watching somebody throw a ball across the diamond, this guy throws it like a laser. Over at third base, doesn't have the great range, but if he gets his hands on it, oh my, can he throw it.
Chris Bryant will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Here's a high pop-up. Gordon will wait on it. And that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Justin Bohr will stand in. He too had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. This is hit well out toward left field. Schwarber ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Martin Prado.
Martin Prado will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Hamill sets. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
One and one, here it comes. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Nobody out, runner on first. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Smoke toward third. Bryant is up with it. Zobrist on to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in, and he was a big part of the win last night as he contributed 3 hits to his guys' effort.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Hard hit ball to second, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Now you just think back to that double play ball. Not for that, this might very well have been a run.
JT Realmuto will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Tap fouled at home plate. A runner on first with 2 away. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. but this will wind up being a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. Two and oh.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Hit out towards second. Gordon is there. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. And he just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
Jason Hayward will stand in now. And as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played two full, and we are tied 0-0. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Adeiny Echeverria is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Adeiny Echeverria.
Hot shot down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
The pitcher, Jared Kozart, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
And with your pitcher at the plate, you always like it when he can get that bunt down on the very first pitch. Not only do you let him get back to the dugout and rest up just a little bit, but you also keep that momentum going. And that's a nice job right there.
Here's D. Gordon now. As he'll take a look at ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Zobrist has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Yelich. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Addison Russell will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Cozart's ready. Here's the pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. Force seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
Scorched to third. Prado is there. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Batting 8, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero will come forward now. Back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
And you're going to see the location of this pitch on show track. It's actually in a great spot. A couple inches off that inside corner. Normally, you'd think all a guy could do is chop that and foul it, but he gets those hands through very quickly, and he just yanks it.
Stepping in now, Jason Hamill. As this is on the ground softly down to third. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Dexter Fowler is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Hamill into the wind with the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Justin Bohr is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. This is line to left. Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, this certainly is not any kind of a routine play out there. As you can see, this ball is slicing away from him, but he's still got his sights on it all the way, and he gets over there to make the play.
Martin Prado now, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Runner goes for second. Chopped foul right at home plate. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Settling in now, Marcell Ozuna. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over, and he's able to jump ahead.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up, completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Here it comes on 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And another foul ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Kyle Schwarber is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Schwarber is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman,
Chris Bryant in now, popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, not really a great swing his last time up, but he's been hot, and he's got a nice little streak going.
Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
Two out, nobody on. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
2 straight.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. That's popped up out towards short right field. Gordon has got it, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order through 4, still tied, 0-0. Adeiny Echeverria heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Swing and a liner. Hamill has his target. Here's the 1-2. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Oh, and this goes right past him. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Jared Kozart comes forward, and we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out.
Well, in my opinion, if it's anybody else in the order, let him swing. But you're talking about a pitcher. Make sure he gets the ball down, move the guy to third base, and go to work.
And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Oh, man, I am not sure what happened out there on base. The batter does a great job. He gets the sacrifice bunt down. But what's the runner thinking? He decides not to go anywhere. That's just flat out inexcusable. As a result, he's not going to get credit for the sacrifice, and it's just a wasted out.
Here's D. Gordon now, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike one. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Schwarber. Two gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have two strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first two times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got two strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And it's quickly 0-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. One left for Miami. Halfway home, still no score. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Absolutely nothing going on in this game so far, so we'll see if the leadoff man can get something going.
Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded. And a rather easy first out. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Jason Hayward is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
And he popped up a high fastball last time, so maybe they feel like they can beat him upstairs. We might see that same pitch again in this at-bat.
Played on the backhand. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And you know, this is one of those plays that just has to get made. He's got the shortest throw on the infield, but for whatever reason, he just fires this one wide at first, and he's going to get stuck with an E4.
Here's Addison Russell as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
And that works almost like a pitch out there, you know, just in case he's thinking about it.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Popped high in the air. Bohr is there for it. 2 down.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and stepping in now is the catcher, Miguel Montero. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Yelich has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in to lead things off as the Marlins look to get things started here in their half of the 6th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hamill gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Justin Bohr digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting to see if they stay with more fastballs right here.
In there, strike 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point.
Here goes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, Look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Huh. He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Martin Prado stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order. We are still scoreless. Chris Coughlin is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Chris Coughlin.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Little dribbler up the first baseline. Bohr is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he can only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone, but you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Just the 2nd hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Chris Bryant will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball one.
But now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. C.J. Edwards is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
C.J. Edwards.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
A good job here.
Up next,
stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lined into left field, and that's a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Good start to the inning here as back-to-back singles have him in a good position to push across that first run of the afternoon.
Adeiny Echeverria will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet. So this is no small task.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Boy, he better get it back together here with two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
2-1, here it is. Liner towards second. To second for one. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Yep, they're able to get that force at second base, but that's it. So meanwhile, that go-ahead run gets to move up 90 feet. He's now standing on third.
Jared Cozart will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, we waited until the 7th inning to get somebody into the run column. Here's your opening run of the game right there. The way this one's gone, one run might be enough to do it.
D. Gordon will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
This one's flared out toward left. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it. But at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Stepping in, Christian Yelich. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Runners are at first and second with one away. That evens it up 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, he won't come within a foot of it.
Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Justin Bour comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
Mike.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Justin Bour will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Hit to first. Rizzo is there. There's one. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Marlins lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Cozart into the windup. Here he comes 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Back goes Ozuna at the track. Gone! A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 33 on the year. And the Cubs are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Here's Ben Zobrist now.
Ben Zobrist.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. No outs, nobody on. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike.
Tried to backdoor him with another breaking pitch right there, and they're staying away from the fastball so far, at least in this at-bat.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Back to the mound and off his leg. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Craig Breslow will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Addison Russell will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Into the seats, 0-1. Set. Here's the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Prado bare hands it to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, it's just so nice to be able to bring in a reliever that can get you a ground ball. Sure enough, first batter he faces, he gets him to hit the ball on the ground, and it turns into a very important double play.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Martin Prado comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Third baseman, Martin Prado.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Swing and a looper to left. Schwarber moving to his left. 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Push to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
JT Realmuto digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Runners off for second. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. One there. Back to Rizzo, and they get out of it here. A double play to retire the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back for more from the north side after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Mike Dunn is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
In the 6th spot, number 40, Mike Dunn. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot, number 51.
Javier Baez will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Yeah, hard to believe that's not a strike. I don't know exactly where that would have missed.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. One and two, here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Line toward the alley in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
Chris Bryant will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball heading for the alley. Yelich on the move. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, there you go. 14 straight games now, and he hasn't gone hitless in a game in over 2 weeks. Do the math.
So striding in, Anthony Rizzo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Barehanded by Gordon. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
But the Cubs do come through with 1 thanks to the RBI triple. On to the 9th from Wrigley. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Justin Grimm will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Adeiny Echeverria, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Here's Ichiro now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this will wind up a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's D. Gordon now. Runners on the move for second. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Christian Yelich takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the out.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. They'll give that runner the green light, headed around third. And he is out at the plate, trying to extend the lead to 2. Instead, he's cut down, and the inning is over. Nothing further in the Miami ninth. Last chance coming up now for the Cubbies. They trail it here 3-2. A.J. Ramos is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 44, A.J. Ramos.
Ben Zobrist will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Right back at him, but I think it got his glove. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit.
Good effort, though. That looked painful. Well, we've seen winning rallies get started with less than this. This is going to be an infield single all the way, and now they're in business with the leadoff man on base to start this inning.
Jason Hayward comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one, here it is. And a curveball here. Good pitch, but a better take, and it's to 2-1 now. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
To 2-2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. So now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Addison Russell. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
Well, he's in this game here trying to close this thing out, but he just made his job a little more difficult here in the 9th inning. This one gets away, and that will most certainly be scored as a wild pitch.
One out and a runner on second base. Curveball swung out and missed. 2-1 now. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a 2-run shot to left center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
It looked like he saved his best work here for the final swing. And these guys are certainly amped up as he wins it with a game-winning homer.
Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
He came up with, without question, the key at-bat in this one. Well, no surprise, it was also the final pitch. Got a pitch he could handle and turned it around for the walk-off home run. Well, that's a great win.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 4-3. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious...